Here you're live.
All right, we are live. I am here with Val and Steve Morris. And one of the things that I decided to do was for our winners of any, big events, classes for Bullseye Turbo, I would bring them on a podcast and we would just kind of recap the victory because it's very exciting. So I don't see anybody else really doing this. So I thought, hey, you know what? You guys went out, you killed it at Sick Week. I watched every single video that you guys put up. So I was on the journey with you and I was so excited because obviously I'm a female in motorsports and I love to see women racing. So I actually was really excited about the PRI release of the Better Half. So, I've just been kind of following your journey for the last couple of months as you guys have been building this car. And obviously you chose Bullseye turbos for this setup. So we'll just hop right into this. Talk about the race weekend. What do you guys? Oh, I'm on the wrong, I'm on the wrong podcast. Oh gosh, sorry. Okay, well, I'm just going to let you guys get started on kind of give me a recap. Tell me how you decided to, what brought you to build the Better Half, who named the Better Half, and what kind of, give me the rundown of the setup of the Better Half.
It was all Steve. It was all Steve.
I figured.
It was my birthday a few years ago, and we were out of town, and he's like, hey, there's this car over at KSR Performance Fabrication that's for sale.
She'd already seen the car.
I had seen the car because we've been down there, unfortunately, using Kevin's lift at Sick Week for his wagon, changing the transmission and stuff. And so the opportunity came up to buy it. And he's like, what do you think about that? I'm like, I don't know. I guess if you really feel like you need to have it, okay. And so he's like, well, I'm thinking about for you to have it. I'm like,
yeah.
Okay. So we talked a little bit about that. And there wasn't a whole lot of discussion. He's just like, this is what I'm going to do. Okay.
It does happen like that. So did you actually want to do it? Like, was it something that you were into the idea, or was it mostly Steve behind the idea?
Here's how I remember the story. So she said, the Sugar Mama car is nice, but I think I'd like to go a little bit faster. Okay, game on. Bang. So let me think about building something faster so I can do that.
So the year before we had gotten this Malibu that we ended up doing for a giveaway, 1980 Malibu. And that was a low 9-second car. And it was the first time I had been out in 27 years at that point. I hadn't been in a car in 27 years. And he's like, yeah, I think you drive it. And our son, Kyle, he's like, yeah, Mom, you drive it. You can do that. It's just, you've been faster than that. And so I jumped to that. I'm like, yeah, but the first few times out of the track, it was a little nerve wracking, but it's like riding a bike. You just jump right back on, and there's a lot of things that are the same, some stuff that's different. But so I'm like, by the end of the week, I'm like, yeah, it's feeling a little slow. And so he was like, okay, let's go.
So this is when you were in the top sportsman class. Is that what you're talking about?
No, the Sugar Mama car is the first drag and drive car that I built for her.
Well, we'll back up. So Steve was my engine builder 30 years ago. So I met Steve. I was racing and we were in the market to go faster and have a bigger engine. And I met Steve through having him build my engines.
Oh, that is so cute, you guys. Yeah. I love that. That's brilliant.
When we got married and had kids and a mortgage and building a business, I kind of stepped aside to be the mom and the wife and stuff.
Gotcha.
And, it was a struggle at first when your identity is wrapped up in what you do. It's a little bit of a struggle. So I had finally decided that, I being a mom and being a supportive wife, I'm good with that. Like, I'm okay with that. Well, now our kids are grown. The business is successful. Actually, it was Steve that kind of was like, hey, you should do this again. So,
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. That's a really cute story. I didn't know that about you guys. So now you get to spend your Valentine's Day. How many years later? Valentine's night.
We've been married 28 years. So.
I love that. That is really cute. That is so really it's been like this since you guys got together.
Yeah.
I mean,
it just took a 28-year break from racing.
Right. Well, for the people who only know the Morris name, how do you introduce yourself as a driver in your own right, being married to someone who is obviously very well known and influential And what does the drag and drive thing mean to you personally?
So back when we first met, and I was racing, I was the one that was racing, doing all the things. The first time he was ever down a quarter mile down the racetrack was in my car. Like, he jumped in my car. So I was like the racer first. So it's been interesting all these years to not be in it. But like, you know, you reminisce about the old days, the good old days. And so it's fun to get out there and say, see, I did do this stuff. So
I went at 850 in her car.
Yeah, which was slow for that car.
Which was slow because it was the 790 car.
Yeah, women have kind of an edge in drag racing, right? Crazy? Yeah.
So the back then, drag and drive wasn't a thing. I did a lot of mostly bracket racing, then I did a little bit of top sportsman. And my hope was always like, oh, maybe someday I'll drive pro stock or something like that. But that is such a different level to get into, like the professional NHRA.
Oh yeah.
So the bracket racing and the top sportsman, that was attainable. And with drag and drive, I really feel like that's kind of a grassroots kind of thing. Like, anybody can do it at any level. It doesn't matter if you have a 20-second car or a 5-second capable car. You can get in it. You can have fun. You can do it.
Yeah. I mean, and that's what I love about drag and drive with all the seat time. And I mean, you really are proving, I mean, it's really impressive to have a 7-second car that can just drive, like, what was it? Almost 1,000 miles?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So was there any comfort on that drive at all?
No. It is the most uncomfortable. We have headsets because you can't hear each other. The seats are like these hard aluminum. I had sweatshirts underneath me trying to get some kind of padding.
Oh man, that's good times though, I'm sure. No radio, no AC. Did you have the car is not really no creature comfort, so no radio, no AC, like it's gutted, right? So you bought the car, the better half. It was already a race chassis, or was it just a car, like a regular car?
No, it was built to be a drag and drive car. When we bought it from Kevin. Well, we didn't buy it from Kevin. We bought it from the person that Kevin was building it for, and so it was being built to be a drag and drive car. And the only creature comfort is cup holders.
Hey, those actually are really handy when you really need them on a drive like that. All right, so who picked the name? Because I love the name from day one. When I saw that car come out and that was the name, I loved it. I was just so drawn to that.
That was all Steve.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
So Sugar Mama, who picked that name?
Steve.
Me?
Well, I don't know. Well, so the Sugar Mama came as a joke when we were telling our story and how we met and how I was supporting Steve. When we first got married, I was the breadwinner while Steve built his business. And so our son, Kyle, was like, oh, so you had a Sugar Mama, huh? And so that kind of was the joke of the car. So
I love that. All right. Tell me about the engine combo and why you went this route when you were building this car.
That's all Steve. I'm going to give that to him.
That's okay. So touch on the combination with using the NLX Bullseye turbochargers and kind of the system together.
So this is one of my SMX engines, and actually this engine is the engine out of Cletus McFarland's car.
Yep. So
this is out of Mullet. So back in the day, or a few years ago, I took this engine out of my wagon and I sold it to Cletus. And then Cletus just had Cletus luck with the engine. And I said, I'll just buy it back from you. And when I bought it back, I said, this is the perfect engine just to go in the better half. And we can go out there. And because we can do anything with it. So if we want to go 7s, we can go 7s. If we want to go 6s, we can go 6s. And Lord willing, we could go 5s. It does have the potential to do it. So, it's an unlimited platform to use. So that's why I put that engine in the car. We might end up ultimately, I think I still might end up putting the SML engine in it. I'm not 100% sure. Now it just works so well and it's so easy and it's just so good. It's hard to make a change now. And you don't need to.
Right.
So
as far as Bullseye, we've actually been friends with Bill at Bullseye for
Bill and Dave,
Bill and Dave, for
we've known them
years.
from the beginning. So I started using Bullseye turbo stuff back in 1998.
Wow, long time
Yeah.
ago. You've
Yeah.
had a lot of turbo choices since then. A lot of turbos have come along.
Mhm.
And an interesting way to the market has changed, But
Yeah.
but yeah, Bill and Dave are great. They're wonderful guys. Been friends with Bill for a long time. That's really cool. So what's the cubic inch on that engine?
This one's a 540.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep.
So you debuted the car at PRI and basically turned it around. What was that? 2 months ago and took it to Sick Week. What were the must-have boxes that you and the team had to check before committing to a full week of being on track and on the road?
Yeah, it was a mad thrash just to get it to PRI. It was a little crazy. So we got it there, and then got it back from PRI, and it was just the little tiny things that we were like, okay, we gotta get this fixed, gotta get that fixed. We had one test day in like,
I saw that.
Yeah, October.
And we had like a few half track passes, and that was it. And so we're like, okay, it's running, it seems to be well, let's just bring it and go.
So it was pretty much ready at PRI to go run Sick Week. You just had small things to do to it.
Yeah, but we hadn't tested it on the street. We hadn't done much testing. We were just like, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we didn't. I didn't even put the trailer on the car until Monday of Sick Week.
Yeah,
and we had never driven it, but it's kind of my thing. So it's not like I don't know what to do. So it's that part really, I wasn't ever worried about it. The only thing that the whole car thing, I wasn't worried about. I understood everything about the car.
Right.
So I was all there, and we went down the week before for her, so she could test, so she could drive it, so she could feel comfortable, and just sneak up on it, because it's a lot of car.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot of car.
What size tire? What size tire do you race on at the track for Sick Week?
It's a radial car, so it's a 315 radial car.
Gotcha.
So, yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So what did that? So you were kind of untested. You ran sevens really early in the event, right?
Yeah.
And did that tell you that, like, give you a lot of confidence that you had a real shot at winning that class?
I went into it with no expectations, because I had gone from, I went 27 years without seat time at all, and then jumped into a 9-second car, and now I'm jumping into a 6-second capable car. So I just had no expectations. It was like, if this works, great. If not, that's okay too. So I went out there. The car is such a good car. Kevin Smith and KSR did a great job on the fabrication on that. The car is just straight and smooth. I was the first 200-mile-an-hour pass, for some reason I had in my head that 200 was going to be this like, I know moment, but it was so smooth and so easy that it was like, okay, yep, let's turn it up. Let's go a little faster. So
I love that. So I know that you were gunning for sixes, right?
Yeah.
I know over and over, Steve, I heard you say that on your videos, that you were trying so hard to get the 6-second ET, but you didn't actually get that. So you ended up with a 702, and what was it? What was your average? 7.151 at 199, but you did hit 200, right?
200, yeah.
Okay.
At 202.
702. Okay, gotcha. 70202. That is like really fast. That is like really moving. And I love drag and drive because of the trailer thing. You're pulling a trailer. You've got everything that you need is in that trailer. Period. End of story. If you don't have it, you're out of the competition, right?
Right.
Like,
you just figure out something. You just figure out how to make what you have work.
Right. And the camaraderie of the Sick Week thing and the drag and drive thing. I'm sure people kind of come to your rescue when they need to.
Yeah.
I saw some people had some real struggles, and I'm just like, man, I don't know. I would be a nervous wreck. Were you nervous at all, Val? You seem so like chill, like, hey, like if it works out, it works out, but is it just
I was nervous on that. Like obviously Steve has been doing this for a long time. I have total 100% faith and confidence in him that whatever comes up, he could handle. Like, I wasn't worried about that. I was just worried about my performance on the track.
Right.
But once I figured out, like, okay, again, I can, it's like riding a bike. Some stuff just comes right back to you, and other stuff, okay, I just gotta mentally get myself in the game and I can do it. Once I was over that nervousness, like I said, I have total faith in Steve that he would make whatever needed to happen. So.
Yeah, and it was 300ths decided that class win. Yeah. So what was going through your head on that last day? What does Steve say to you before you roll into the beams? You know what I mean? What is that type of conversation like? I think a lot of people that have followed Steve for a long time want to know that side of him.
Yeah. So our biggest frustration was just getting down the track, especially at Gainesville that last day.
Yeah.
They just with the cold weather and the prep of the track, they were trying really hard, and no fault of the track prep. It was just the circumstances that it was. I think at that point I was so frustrated because we couldn't get down. I think he was so frustrated that we couldn't get down. It was just like, okay, let's just whatever power we need to knock out of it to get us close to win. And so that last pass, it was just like total relief. Like, and he's just, and we do have headsets, and he's just in my ear going, okay, just do, what you need to do. You can do this kind of thing. Like,
oh,
so
it's sweet.
Yeah,
that's so nice.
I'm just trying to calm her down and just help her. You know what to do. You know how to do this. So just calm down and just do what you know what to do, and just do it. And
obviously she's a natural for sure. So I mean, yeah, I'm just like wow. I've done my share of drag racing more on the streetcar coyote side years ago, but I would get in my own head so easily. And I don't know, like, I just feel like if you have a lot of test time, you can get yourself trained to not do that. But when you're rolling into events and you haven't had the time to test, that's when my brain just starts to kind of short circuit. And, it's like, so every Drag and Drive event has at least one, oh crap moment. Did you guys have any of that, or things just went pretty good other than not getting down the track?
Yeah, we didn't, which, I've been to enough that I've seen like the carnage that can happen, and I've seen like the mad dash thrash up all night, and it's like we did not have that at all.
Nothing.
No, like we were
nothing.
So previous Drag and Drives, we would get to the hotel at like 2-3 in the morning, and then you'd be up and out at 6 in the morning. We were in at like 9, 10, 11. I think the latest we got in was like midnight. I'm like, I've never had so much sleep on a Drag and Drive ever. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
That is funny. That makes all the difference too. Yeah. You have the little Hampton Inn breakfast, and and you're on your way. Well, that's good. It seems like everything went really, really smooth. So I guess you'll be doing it again next year, huh?
Yeah. It was.
I'm pretty sure that puts her in the top 100. So.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
Actually puts her in the top 50. Probably a little bit. That might even be a little bit faster than that. Might even be top 25 or top 30.
Wow, that's incredible. So with the modified class, how many people are typically in that class, or how many people what was the field like?
There was only 12 this past sick week, and 7 of them didn't make it to the end. And
that is crazy.
Yeah. And even the second place there, I felt like he was such a nice guy. We were talking all week, and his last pass, because he knew that it was close. I don't know what he broke, if he blew his engine or transmission or what.
Something.
Yeah, but he was at the end of the track, fluids dripping out. I'm like, oh no, it's brutal you're pushing things to the limit and driving and pushing them to the limit, and
for sure. Yeah. So there's already chatter that maybe you need to jump in the wagon and show Steve how it's done. So how do you two balance the fun and the fact that you're both seriously competitive racers? Do you get competitive against each other? And do you see yourself driving other cars and getting more involved, or are you going to just kind of stick with what you're doing?
Oh, I have no desire to drive his wagon. That's all him. That's all him. But we are we joke, we can't play Monopoly at our house because it always ends up in a fight. So,
that is hilarious.
Yeah, we're just her whole family is just ultra competitive. So
Yeah, we can't play games here either because I have 2 girls, and they're 10 and 13. Somebody's gonna get their feelings hurt and the game is over. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, for sure. It's I'm savage. I'm not gonna just let you win because you're my.
That's
not gonna happen. So who were the key people and partners that made this modified win possible at the track and behind the scenes, and what did they contribute that what did they contribute that fans might not realize?
Obviously Steve was the reason for the win. Like I was driving, but literally all I did was line the car up and hit some buttons. You know, he did all the hard work and the prep work and got the platform down. There's so many people involved to get us where we need, like Bullseye, Holly, Deal, yeah, Nick and David Deal Brothers.
Now they had a rough time. I swear, every day I would get on and check their pages, like, give me good news, and they just had, they had a rough time.
They did.
Yeah, hard one. No good time for them. But yeah, we could thank Kevin KSR, Deal Brothers, for finishing the car. They did a fantastic job. Engine wise. Steve Morris engines. They're pretty reasonable people. They're nice.
Oh yeah.
Bullseye power. I mean, we got the Bullseye turbos on the wagon and on the better half and on Kyle's car.
Yeah, so it's a
we don't have turbos on the Sugar Mama cars. That's actually a supercharged car.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, billet atomizer. We have billet atomizers on the.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
And actually. I don't use them for the drive injectors, but they've actually been flawless on the better half Camaro. So the injector thing's been really good. Bullseye, the power, the turbos have been spot on. These are 98s that are on this car. I have a set of 94s on the wagon right now, but
okay,
these work so well. I think I'll probably just have them put Bill said he'd swap the wheels out for me, so I think we might put that back to 98s on the wagon.
Yeah, no, I definitely I want to get with Val, and we want to sponsor her. We want to somehow support her in her next venture. So
send money. So we like big bills.
Yeah,
a box or a large bag of big bills. That's always the best.
I don't know. Bill is probably watching right now, so I'm probably gonna stop there. We'll talk about it later.
Bill can send money too, or turbos. That's all good.
Yeah, for sure. But we would love to honestly to kind of do an official sponsorship with you. So we'll talk about that later. But yeah. So what do you like about the Bullseye turbos? What does it really? Is it an American made thing? Do you feel like they perform really well? Have they been really durable?
Yeah, all of the above. So I've used them for a long time, and they've just always been good. And it's I think a great part of it is that the customer service that's there is you can't get that. You can't get that anywhere else. So we do buy other turbos from other companies just because we have customer requests. Yeah. But I don't get the same customer service out of anybody other than Bullseye. So we have that, and then it is a high quality, good turbo, great turbo, with customer service. I don't know how you beat that. And
it's made in America, which I'm very proud to represent companies that are truly made in America, like Atomizer, like Bullseye. That means a lot to me. My husband's in the military. I'm a hardcore patriot. I love this country. I want to keep business here if I can. I sent the guys on a field trip to the foundry. I'm not local to them.
That's really cool.
Nice video.
So we're going to do like a little series where we go through all the parts and we show how it's made, so we can really show that this is the real deal of supporting American jobs. And I'm really excited about that. So, it's been really fun being with Bullseye I think I joined Bullseye back in August. It's been really fun. So
they're a good group.
Yeah, they're great. They're amazing. When I called Bill, he was just like, no brainer, like, yes, come, please come. So it's been a great dynamic, and it's a small company. They don't have a lot of money to do big sponsorships and things like that, but they have the passion, and there's not a lot that needs to be changed about the turbos. They've been the way they are for so many years, and they perform really well. There doesn't need, I see a lot of new releases and things like that, and that's all fun and whatever. But it's like, if you build a really good product, you don't have to change it and put something out every year, for something new. But I'm proud. I'm very proud. So I want to talk about the women in drag and drive and what's next, like the woman aspect. So you rolled in there with the SMX powered better half. You finished the week. You won modified in a it was still a tough field, even if there weren't a lot of cars, clearly. What do you hope that other women in motorsports will take away from watching your sick week win?
Just do it. I mean, just get out there. And I do talk to quite a few women that will come up to me and say, oh, I love to do this, or I'm always out with my husband in the garage, or, I've always been interested in this. And it doesn't matter. You don't have to have a 6 or 7 second car. Like, just go do it. Go with what you have. So I grew up with a dad who was into motorsports and stuff. And the first time I took a car out, I took my mom's car out to the drag strip and raced it. And I think it went 19 seconds. And
oh my gosh, that's so funny.
Yeah, after the first time down the track, I was hooked. So just go out there with what you have. Everyone thinks, well, I have to build this or I have to do that. No, just go out there with what you have, and there's a class for everybody. Just go try it.
That's true. That is true. So if a young female racer walked up to you and said, I want to do what you just did, what is the first real world step you would tell her to get her on this path at any level? Yeah, like I said, just do it. Just get out there and try it. Don't wait until you have a quote unquote race car. Just go out there and do it, and find something you enjoy, find a car that you like, even if just your daily driver car. Just jump in with both feet and do it. People are always like, well, I don't know. I talked to some it was pretty cool. I talked to two women that I had talked to the previous year at Sick Week, and they're like, you convinced me to do it. I'm out here and I'm doing it. And the one had a 17-second car, and she's like, I'm so nervous. I'm like, no, just, it's just you in the track. It's just you in your car. Your car. Just go out and have fun, relax, and enjoy it. That's what you have to do. It's just. I love that. I mean, we really do need to encourage women to do this more, and we need more ladies in motorsports. But we've got a lot of fast ladies. I'll say we do for sure. I mean, so okay. So my last question for you is: now that you've got the proven combo with running your 7 second or 7.15 average in your modified class and win, what is the next goal for the better half Camaro? Is it the quicker averages to get that 6 second ET? Are you going to be gunning for the 6 second ET and going out and testing and trying to achieve that? Or are you just going to wait till the next, what's your plan between now and what is next for your season?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure. We're not very good big planners. We're kind of okay, this is what we can squeeze in. This is what we can do. Definitely the limitation for this past week was me. I just needed to be comfortable, because there is a lot of responsibility with going that fast. I mean, besides the car and yourself, you have somebody else on the track with you. You have, people around the track. So I just wanted to make sure that if anything did happen, I had the right mind frame that I could handle it. And I really feel like I got a handle on it by day 5 or 6, whatever, how many ever days it was. I was feeling more comfortable. I can do. So I think we'll try to work down to 6s and then get lower in the 6s, and maybe push the car a little harder. So.
Yep.
That sounds awesome. So what's the next event that you're going to try to do? Or are you just going to wing it?
Outside of testing, the next event is probably going to be Mickey Thompson is throwing an event at Norwalk on May 5th, 6th, something like that.
I think it's called Turn and Burn. It's like a
mini drag and drive. So that'll be really good. So that'll be the first one. The first event. Otherwise, we'll be testing both cars.
Is it Norwalk? Norwalk does the $1 ice cream. Do they still do that?
Yeah, they do still.
Yep.
I swear that is.
I
think it's more than $1 now. It's £1 now.
Oh, it's a pound. Yeah. It's the best ice cream. I don't know if it's because it was $1, but it literally was the best ice cream. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on so much. I know Bill is going to be pumped. So thank you guys so much for the support, and congratulations on your modified win. I'm so excited for you, Val, and I'm going to be following you and watching what you're doing. And next time you win, I'll have you back on so you can give us a recap.
I'll be happy to be here.
Awesome.
All right. And ask him about his engine builder right here. He's cool too.
For sure. I definitely will. We got to get him out. We got to get him out making some passes. So that's the plan.
All right.
All right, guys.
Well,
See you later.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks. Did I say Bill or say Les? I said Les. Yeah, Les.
All right. Okay, so that was really fun. I was so glad to get them, to get Val and Steve. What an honor, really, to have that conversation. Right now, I'm going to bring in Les Smith. He is in the waiting room, and he is the driver of a brutal aluminum block, Bullseye turbocharged 2011 Camaro that fought his way through the rain, hotel parking lot repairs. He thrashed, mowed, tuned, changed. And then he went out and won the limited iron class at Sick Week 2026. So I'm bringing him in now. Here. Hello, Les. Can you hear me? Oh, look at the shirt. He's got an old school shirt on. Hey, Les. Can you hear me? We have some technical difficulties. Hey, Les, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
I cannot hear you.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's see. Give me 1 second. Just a minute. 1 minute. How about now? Anything?
I cannot hear you at this point. I can see you talking.
A little technical difficulty here. I'm going to message you on Facebook.